Good evening and welcome. I just use a small moment to share links to ensure that I'm to be found where I suggest it would be easy or expected that you'll find me. Welcome to this full moon energetic update, the energy work for Earth and for ourselves, open to the new era consciousness. We are following the opening in the field, and you are participating by using your intention. So by setting your intention on participating, you can participate as an active energy worker. No matter if you are trained or not, the field will ensure that we will participate with what suits the best. You can participate in a way where we are gathering and open to an excess of excess energy. So we will not use our own energy, but the energy that's created by our mutual meeting, both us who are gathering here, that until now still is a few related to the group in the Danish perspective. And that makes sense because I'm Danish and work since 2012 full-time with energy and seer capacities in Denmark in Danish. And just in the last year, open to platforms where I tried to share more internationally and have been traveling around and have had teachings and also open now to a possibility to participate in online live teachings with healings and possibility to ask questions and share. And we meet approximately twice a month. And it's open for everybody. And I will put a link with the video if you would like to attend. We are still only a few, but we are really having some really intense and good meetings. Amazing questions. Breathe, the energy opens. And we will open for a field of light and love where we can put the lists with the people and the places that we would like to support with this love and light. And at the same time, we open the energy for the energy work related to Earth. And in just this time, the energy is shifting in the huge fields, the wisdoms fields related to each and every areas, you can say different wisdoms field, they are gathering and is in a fusion. The fusion of the wisdom fields creates a fusion within a self. So when we are fragmented in our consciousness fields, in the energy, it will fusionate and create the oneness state of energy. And in 21 of December 2022, the consciousness field of Earth people opened to 7th dimension. And since then, it has prepared for a shift where we open directly from 7th dimension into a breakthrough to full capacity. Not like we are, each and every one of us suddenly will go and be totally enlightened, but a mutual field will open to help this capacity, so it will begin to be available to you and to me. And it will begin in glimpse, where it will open like when we are reflecting, it will connect, and we will suddenly begin to, without expectation, have acknowledgement, inner knowing, and enhanced intuition, clarity, and access to a better me than I was before. And maybe you already have this experience. It can be shattered a bit, it can be blurred, because at the same time, a lot of shadows is ignited, and the negative energies in the mutual field is also fusionating with the positive energy, and that gives a turbulence. So you might experience a turbulence, but even if you experience the turbulence, I will invite you to center yourself by sensing your feet connecting to the ground, and you can do it right now. Breathe, like creating a sigh or two. Sense you're connecting with the ground beneath your feet. Focus on the back side of your leg and all the way up your backside until you sense all of your backside, and then through the body and the front, and open to a oneness experience with the sense of your body. Breathe, and from here, what you could call your center, the eye of the storm, appears. So in this state of being, you begin to have a choice. Maybe you already work with this and this is easy and you just choose, but if you have this experience that you can be like swirled around, dragged in, contribute to negative experiences and energy in a way that you don't want to, and have a sense that you are losing the grip of it, then this is a direct access. And it's a good idea to do it really much these days, ensuring that as much as you can that you're not participating in negative expression. And if it's building up and you don't know what to do with it, allow it to explode down into the ground and up into the heaven, so you're not sending it out. Because when we're sending out the negative energy, we are calling it in. So as good as we can, if we are containing ourselves and not expressing the negative energy, then we will create a space with love, peace, and harmony. And it might not be stable and stay, but it's the beginning, it's a glimpse of this new state of being that opens from within. Okay. So focus, put your intention on being a part of the energy update. And the energy update is related to the ignition of our soul blueprint in the new era version, the new era energy field. And it opens within ourselves and in the mutual field of consciousness at the same time. And we open to the contribution, the support for this blueprint to ignite into the cosmic field as well, open for the cosmic blueprint and the ignition of the cosmic soul through Earth Soul. Breathe. Stay focused in the way where you are connected with your body, and maybe you sense that the energy now begins to be dense and intense. It opens dense and intense because we open through both the higher and the deeper frequencies, opening the span and thus the field for possibilities. Breathe, hold our intention, and then it's a good idea when we participate in this huge kind of energy work that we are telling ourselves there's an endless amount of energy available in the universe. And if we are saying this to ourselves and we experience that something is shifting, something is releasing, it was because our system believed, have thought that we are using our own energy in this energy work, and we're not. By participating, the energy field ensures that you're participating in the best way that suits you the best and that work the best in any way, in every way. Breathe. And the field opens where we can put in these persons and places that we like to support the love and light. And as we are allowing them to enter the field, it's enhanced. And then they are kind of held in this field, and the fields that works for them and for everybody who is asking for help within themselves ignites the field. And all over the world, people gathers under this full moon to support the shift. How we see it, how we understand this is different, but it doesn't matter. We're still here for the same reason, no matter how we see it, what we call it. So we are gathering in energy, and that's what's lifting and opening the field and intensifying. Maybe you sense it as this sound in your ears that's ignited. To me, it sounds like when I was a kid and the television was on, but the volume was down, and you could hear this sound. It's a sign of high frequencies. Maybe you can sense like something you're pressing on your system, on your chest. It's a sign of deep, intense energy. And to find the best way to like balancing it, like carrying something on your head and equally distribute, is allowing yourself to be centered in this band of energy that opens for the mutual work under the full moon. Putting intention on participating also is to get the support for this reopening of your blueprint, like creating a reincarnation within yourself. Breathe. And now in my inner vision, and you might have a complete other experience of it's still just as true. We have each and every one of us our own part, our own lens, our own fragment or facet of the truth. And how we experience energy work is different, but we can still gather mutually and enhance the experience and the work. In my inner vision, the energy opens and is clear, a soft light that's not golden, not silver, not bright, but something in between. Opens in all of the field of earth and within ourselves. And it seems like an equally distribution of our energy, like a fulfillment balance. Breathe. And now I sense this ignition that I've seen earlier this evening in the Danish ceremony. I see this ignition of the blueprint in earth field and in the cosmic field. It's really beautiful, of what you could call the frame, the blueprint, the cosmic soul capacity, and it's rooted in center of earth and open in the whole cosmic field. And as it ignites, our blueprint also begins to shine bright in our field. Our consciousness energy field is a body, and the field just above, no, surrounding our body. Our body is expressed in 3D. The field just surrounding the body is 3 to 4D. The oval field is 5D, and the spheric field open to the 7D. And when the cosmic soul ignites completely, we have a breakthrough from 7 to 13D. That's full ignition of soul capacity within ourselves and a full reality. And that's not like we will be completely enlightened and perfect love and peace and harmony today. It's like the direction for this purpose ignites, and the availability in all we are to reach this goal manifests itself. Not in the long perspective, but completely in the short distance, here and now, right here and right now. So like when you're micro manifest, you are macro creating at the same time. When you're in this state, the field open and is prepared for the energetic update, and you just put your intention on participating, and now it ignites. And it releases all the tensions in the system that comes from carrying the karmic burdens and have been carrying them all of our life, from our own life and our ancestors. This tensions from the karmic burdens is released in this update. Maybe you sense it directly. Maybe it's more of a sense of something going on, and then in your everyday life you suddenly realize that something has changed. More broadened perspective, more soft eyes that see and realize. Breathe, focus. The energy update opens here. And if you have this inner vision and the ability to see the layers of energy, maybe you sense your field is ignited now, highly ignited with bright light, and at the same time you're as rooted as ever. And there's a difference between rooting and grounding, because grounding is balancing related to what we experience as being physically existing. Rooting is related to all the layers of our existence, aligned and balanced at the same time, and every part of our existence is equally rooted. Nothing more than other. Breathe. The update is like a rolling shift. And it's like all of our senses, the physical senses and the spiritual senses, aligns and begins to balance and enhance each other in a beautiful way, opens and ignites the life force energy from within and through all of our body into the field that surrounds the body, the oval field and the spheric field. And it has a high frequency and at the same time an intense density. And it's so opposite that it's like the energy is completely still, no movement at all. And this is the state of being that can carry the ignition of the blueprint or the frame or whatever you call it. This completely balance with the higher and the deeper, the soul and the being in any ways. And it ignites here. And immediately it soothes in a balance from within. Tensions that have been released immediately. Breathe. And as we are receiving the support, it opens in the global field as well. As we are glimpse ignition sparks, and as the field of the globe is so prepared and ready for this, have been ready for more than 4,000 years, this ignites immediately and chain reactions of beautiful openings of this balanced state of being opens to the complete earth field of the mutual consciousness, energy of all earth. And now I'm invited to look further and reaching to our star sisters and brothers and seeing like other frames, blueprints that ignites around in the universe at the same time. And it's like a cosmic alignment that opens. And I have these words in the inner voice that our assignment of being here is updated now as a part of the mutual path and the passage that opens right now as our consciousness has risen in really a short amount of time to the extent the version that was expected to be here 4,000 years ago, and now is prepared for the shift into the balanced version, the version that's stable. And if you have some time this experience of thinking by yourself, how can it make so much sense and for no reason make no sense at all? maybe I can find excuses and explanations, but when I'm releasing the excuses and explanations, then actually there is no reason. This shift is about the religion of not making sense. A sense ability that opens to a balanced sensibility in each and every one of us and in our mutual fields that we are creating when we are gathering with purposes. Breathe. And as these beautiful expressions of frames, blueprints, balanced states of consciousness and the different people around in the universe. In the center of the universe, it's like they are mirroring themselves in, and we are as well. Like beams of light that opens and lands in the center of the universe. And by this, the mutual blueprint frame, or what we'll call it, is born. And ignites in each and every consciousness field of the different civilizations throughout the universe. It's like it's not erasing the ones that are there, it's evolving them to a higher state of being, where in the higher state of being, we have the same frame. And by framing the same, the possibility to update our consciousness, our DNA field, the library fields, and the DNA in the stem cell DNA fields, where we are carrying our own library capacity, Akasha record. And it's like we're open to a mutual energetic update that ignites now and run throughout the whole month until next full moon. In a sense of a shift into being stable, a stability. A stable means something different. It's a Danish version. Open into a stability, and a possibility for exchanging capacities in between the different civilizations. And to us, in an everyday perspective, it will be like if you have an area where you find it difficult for you to be the best you can be, this will change throughout this month. This is what the actually outcome and reality of this energetic update would be. So for you and for me to be aware, observe if there will be a different way where functionality will be enhanced, especially where we want it, where we have like nearly a soul need for a higher function. This will show itself if this is real. I for sure will observe and hope for this change. And by this, we are landing the energy update under the full moon for this time. And I will give a link to, it's both a possibility for a short meeting tomorrow with the shift and mutual healing and channeled guidance. And then the day after, there's this meeting, the New Teachings, where we meet. And I'll give a link to both here with the video. The intensity from energy will slowly release next half of an hour and leave you in a state of relaxation, but still being ready and fresh to whatever comes by that you want to do. Thank you so much for this meeting. Love and capacity. Mutual availability.